In Python, the term self refers to a convention rather than a keyword. It is used in object-oriented programming, OOP, as the first parameter in the methods of a class. The purpose of self is to allow an instance of a class to refer to itself. Here's a breakdown of its significance and how it works. 1. Understanding the context of self. In Python, everything is an object, including functions and classes. When you define a class and create an object from that class, the object can have attributes, variables, and methods functions that belong to it. To access these attributes and methods, you need a way to refer to the object within the class definition. This is where self comes in. Role of self in class methods. When a method is defined in a class, the first parameter of the method is always self. This parameter refers to the instance of the class itself. By using self, you can access and modify the attributes and methods of the object that is calling the method. Without self, the method would not know which object's data it is supposed to operate on. Tarsh 3. Self as a reference to the instance. When you create an instance of a class, self acts as a reference to that particular instance. For example, if you have a class dog and you create an instance of dog named myDog, then inside the class methods, self will refer to myDog. This allows each instance of the class to maintain its own state and behave independently of other instances. 4. Self is explicit in Python. Unlike some other programming languages where the reference to the current object is implicit, e.g. this in Java or C++, Python makes it explicit with self. This explicitness improves code readability and understanding because it is always clear which object is being referenced or modified. Nandashar 5. Customizing behavior with self. Because self refers to the specific instance of the class, it allows you to customize the behavior of methods based on the instance's attributes. This means that two different instances of the same class can have different states and can behave differently even when the same method is called. Har 6. Not mandatory to name it self. Although self is a widely accepted convention in Python, it is not a requirement. You could technically name the first parameter of a method anything you like, but using self is a best practice because it is understood by the vast majority of Python developers and helps maintain consistency and readability across different code bases. 7. Conclusion. In summary, self is an essential concept in Python's object-oriented programming. It serves as a reference to the specific instance of a class, allowing the class's methods to access and modify the instance's attributes and methods. While it is a convention rather than a requirement, adhering to this convention makes your code more readable and easier to understand for others and for your future self. Understanding self is key to mastering Python's OOP paradigm, as it enables you to write classes that can create and manage objects with their own unique states and behaviors.